to see surfing kind of broken down and like analytical and video analysis and talk about it. It's just been pretty awesome.
And so coming here has probably shaved off years off my surfing endeavor. So it's broken down into 4 levels, and we started 0 and we just progress.
It's one of the best groups of people, both staff and guests, that I've been around. I mean, this is one of the best vacations I've ever been on.
It was life-changing.
We lived for a year in Australia when we were last year of college in 2000, when we were 20. I think we even bought a board, took a couple of lessons, but like never got anywhere. But it was always, I think, in the back of our mind. It's, you know, we love the ocean, we love skiing, we love snowboarding, and just like it's all of this is a transition, and we were just waiting for a good excuse to start, and we started, and we did not stop since.
I started when I was in 6th or 7th grade, over 50 years ago. I used to ride my bike down to the beach with my friends and carry a board underneath the bike.
He taught me how to surf. When I was really young, probably 15 years ago. I don't know if I can remember my first wave, but I just remember growing up going to the beach all the time.
I had a few friends who had asked me to go surfing with them in the past, and I'd always said no because I didn't want to embarrass myself surfing with them. And so one of those friends, I'd asked him how I should learn, and he said specifically to come to a surfing camp on the west coast of Costa Rica. And so I found Surf Simply, and that's how I got here.
Yeah, I mean, we've been probably looking at it for a couple years, and then
I got on the wait list, and I was like, oh, we have to go. This is like the one time.
And then it came up on the wait list that basically the day after her birthday, 18th birthday, came available, so we made it a birthday trip, daddy-daughter trip.
I've always wanted to surf. It's something I've always dreamed about, and I think that, you know, when you go through life, there are certain things you want to be able to experience. So one of those things was definitely surfing for me. I've never surfed before, so we decided to come down to Surf Simply to really learn how to surf. And actually, this is our 2nd time here at Surf Simply.
Tell me a little bit about your week. What was your culture? What have you been working on?
Okay, we had TO this week.
You're going to actually rotate your hand so your pinky comes out first. And it's almost as if you're going over a barrel to reset. 45-degree angle, twist, over.
Teal's best advice is really just stay calm. You actually have a lot more time than you think, and you can really just enjoy the experience while you're surfing. It doesn't have to be this very anxious, very, fast. Just take your time, enjoy the moment, and you're going to have a great time.
the first time was 18 months ago, and we were coached by Till last time, and this time I was with Derek.
The first carving turn, that's on us. We've got to start it up high so that gravity helps us, gives us some speed back towards the target. We've got to open the chest, the eyes, the arms, to everything. But if we do this first carving turn successfully, if I take it all the way back to the whitewater, that whitewater will actually help me with that second turn. You know, I always say that sometimes we want to use that for speed and redirection.
Helping you focus on the different building blocks to get to the next level is such a dramatic experience.
Eduardo.
See, don't keep your chest forward as you put your weight back. Does that make sense? So, look how my chest is always aligned. It's like your body has two rods, and you're moving both rods forward and both rods back.
We started at level 0. I really didn't know anything about surfing. I wasn't very comfortable in the water. I haven't spent a lot of time on the water in my life, and so we started from 0, and then we worked up to today, where I was catching unbroken waves.
All the coaches at Surf Simply are absolutely phenomenal and extremely professional, and I also noticed that they watch out for each other.
I mean, we always talk about the coaches here, of course, and we had Teal and Marlon, and they're top notch, and really the coaching is amazing. And even though we're beginners, even when we listen to the experienced surfers, they're like super impressed by the coaching as well.
It's very group oriented, as opposed to you being a single guest who goes off and does everything on your own. We're all doing it as a group, and we all sit and eat together. We all do programs together. But if I had to pick one specific thing that I think Surf Simply does best, I think it's the food.
Honestly, the cooking staff is amazing. Luis, Jeff, I love them all.
With the drinks.
Diego, of course, Diego as well. Yeah, love them too, love them all.
The stretching classes are really helpful, you know, in the mornings, and just trying to keep your body right.
It was really great to meet all these new people. We were all so different, but we had something in common. So it was neat bonding with some people that we would never come into contact with, but we all shared a common interest.
I mean, I think it's easy for people to connect that have, you know, that are like-minded and have the same interest, because that's kind of the topic of the conversation.
What's your main takeaway from this trip? Was there something that you think you're gonna remember 10 years from now?
Well, spending a surf trip with, you know, my daughter, you know, turning 18, it has been wonderful.